It is the third meeting of the season between NFC West rivals, and a game that splits the series could not mean more to either of these two teams. A shot at Super Bowl 60 on the line as the LA Rams take on the Seattle Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch in the house, ready to rally on his Hawks here today. Full stadium at Lumen Field, gorgeous Sunday evening with the sun starting to set behind the west end of the stadium. Seattle taking the field. They will kick to get us started here from Lumen Field. Seahawks trying to get back to their first Super Bowl since 49. And the Rams since their win back in Super Bowl 56. Lots on the line here today. Only one team, though, can meet the New England Patriots for a Super Bowl rematch next week. Who will it be? We will find out in due time, as Jason Myers will step up to the football, and we are underway in the NFC title game. Rams on the return from inside their own 10-yard line, and that one out to the 28 brings on the top dog in the MVP race. That is Matthew Stafford at 38 years of age, I believe. Let me fact check that. Matthew Stafford age, I believe he turned 38 midway through the year. I was wrong. He will, however, be 38 years old if he makes it to Super Bowl 60. So even more on the line there for Matthew Stafford. But towards the end of his career, playing some of his best football, and he's trying to get himself an MVP trophy to add to his Hall of Fame resume. Time to start the battle from Lumen Field, as it's Stafford off the play action, steps and fires, caught by Kyron Williams, and he will pick up 2 yards on the opening play. Rams have been getting healthier since these two teams met in December. In that game, there was no Devontae Adams, and Puka Nacua, fresh off of a concussion, didn't play his best football either. And an absolute thriller between these two. Seattle winning the second meeting in overtime. Inside ball goes to Nacua, and he falls forward to pick up the first. What up, A-Rob? What up, Scribble? Bro, next year it's perfect, Scribble. It's on Super Bowl Sunday, bro. That's the one. That is the one. It is still January. You're right. We got time. What do I think I'm dream? Rams able to move the sticks. First minute into this one. Stafford again. Going downfield off the play action, and Nacua sticks in and makes a heck of a grab across the 50-yard line. And a Ram first down. Do you think seeding should be based on record and not division standings? No, because the NFL is the only league in which seeding actually matters when it comes down to your division. I think division rivalries would lose their meaning like the NBA. Stafford from the empty. Seattle bringing forward this time, gets home, but not in time. It's Nacua again. Matthew Stafford right on cue. Timed that one beautifully as Nacua gets out in open space, makes a great play into Ram field goal range. Yeah, Puka playing some good football here on this opening drive. Already his third catch of the contest. As Devontae Adams in the backfield, it looks like. At the 31-yard line this time, it's Stafford. He'll check it down to Adams. And he is having one of his best years of his career. A three-headed monster between he, Puka, and Kyron Williams, also having a pretty good year himself. And Nacua might be on one. Going to throw the live poll out here for you guys real quick. Let me know who you think's going to win, what the score's going to be. Matthew Stafford barking out orders here to his wide receivers. All that vocal pointed towards the Rams sideline. Not enough, though, behind the line. A loss of a yard. Ernest Knight makes the first big defensive play for Seattle. And it is third down. All right, get your votes in. Poll is out now. I'm going to go Seahawks by a slim one here. First third down faced on this drive for Matthew Stafford. As the 12th man rises to their feet, Stafford stepping up, dancing around pressure, and delivered a ball, but it's dropped by Smith. Could not have placed it better if he tried to. Xavier Smith will regret that one. And it's fourth down. Seattle does just enough to get off the field. I do want to hear it, Aaron. Harrison Mevis is on for a 44-yarder. Knocked through the game-winning field goal in overtime last week. And he's off to a good start here in Seattle. Rams take an opening drive, 3-0 lead. Seattle gets the stop, though, in their own half of the field, which was much needed for their defense. Mevis ain't missing. Mevis is clutch, man. Not going to lie. He's not a very powerful kicker, but the thicker kicker, as they call him, is actually pretty consistent from short range, and he does so on that occasion as well. Can't intercept a kick. I mean, you could. Technically, wouldn't be documented as an interception, though. That is the difference maker, as Seattle will get their return out to the 24-yard line. Sam Darnold will take over on his opening drive, still nursing an oblique injury, by the way. That has been causing him some external pain the last couple of weeks, although he will fight through it here and hope to produce as much offense as last week. Seattle virtually unstoppable in their win over San Francisco, 41-6 over one division rival, right into a matchup with another. As the handoff goes to Walker, the only healthy running back, sent flying backward. Kobe Turner, one of the best in the business at defensive tackle, comes blazing up the middle and makes the stop. Second and long coming up for the Hawks. Might be the fastest big man I've ever seen, on the defensive end at least. Byron Young also questionable heading into this week. Lines up top as that's a dangerous ball from Darnold, and he almost puts A.J. Barner in a hospital bed. That time, 3rd and 15 coming up. Not a promising start for this Hawks offense. High caliber, but the Rams, do not forget, they had a double-digit 2 or 3 possession lead. I think it was 3 in their loss back in December to this team. Revenge on their minds as well, as it's the Spartan Kenneth Walker in motion. Darnold steps right, still dancing. Now fires downfield. It's Kenneth Walker on the catch. Needed 15, got 21. Seattle picks up a massive first half. It was 2 scores. 16 points is 2. True. That is a good point. Fair enough, fair enough. First and 10. Darnold again, bootleg, right side pass low but caught. Here goes the speedster, Rashid Shaheed, across the 40-yard line. Former Saint with the opening kick return touchdown last week against San Francisco. 12th man recorded another mini earthquake on the opening kick. How about that? I mean, true. A good point, it can be true. In a lesser sense, as Darnold off the bootleg again, hits Barner, and he is hit at the 39. Just a pickup of about a half a yard there. Mike McDonald, in year number 2, coming over as the Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator and doing some magical things with the Seahawks team in minimal time, replacing Geno this season with Darnold. And they have never looked back. Sam Darnold again spins and delivers an incompletion, knocked out of the hands by Omar Spates. It'll be 3rd and 9. Clock is stopped with 4:25 to go. And so, second third down faced on this possession. Converted on 3rd and 15. Can they find that same recipe here? From the 39, Darnold steps up and he's dumped down by Poona Ford. Big fella comes flying right up the A-gap, virtually unblocked. And the Hawks, sacked out of field goal range, they will punt. At least I think. That might be the wiser of the 2 decisions. We'll see what they decide to do. Can't speak on their behalf. And what will the choice be? It'll be a punt. Michael Dixon will punt it away for Seattle as they are sacked out of range. Good kick, though. Out of bounds inside the 10. Ball to the 9-yard line. And that is where Matthew Stafford will take back over in pursuit of drive number 2. Rams taking the early 3-0 lead, I should say. After the opening drive field goal. What up, JP Zeller? Got to have the Rams for my pride. I like it. Some Bears fans will say that for the opposite reasons, though. When I'm out of here for my revenge. As LA opens up this drive from the I-form, handoff to Kyron Williams. He'll dive forward to pick up 3 on the opening play of this possession. Playoffs have been a little bit slow for viewership, although the after effects of live streams and everything else has been incredible. Had a lot of love on the VODs and whatnot. Stafford again on 2nd and 7. Hands off inside. Williams again picks up a pair. What up, Charger fan? Got Patriots Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I do as well. Probably the most likely pick out of all the potential outcomes. But I would concur. Not a bad shout from you. 3rd and 5, Seattle showing pressure. Linebackers on the line of scrimmage. They will drop into coverage. And Stafford staying poised will deliver the first down strike to Xavier Smith, who dropped the first down inside the red zone earlier on. Always been the if the guys that beat us win it all guy. I like that. It honestly just depends on who beats us. I didn't feel that way about the Chiefs when we made the divisional round a handful of years ago, but I like it. First down and set again. It's Stafford. Quick fire underneath, caught by Nakua as he's tucked away not so pleasantly there by Ernest Knight on the 3-yard pickup. As soon as quarterbacks play Drake May in the playoffs, they start playing like Nathan Peterman. I don't know, man. I'm sick of it, though. Patriots got to play somebody. Nakua gets the check down. Smith in motion. Handoff again goes to Williams. He'll pick up 3, just doing the dirty work in the trenches right now. Pick it up. A couple here, a couple there. That is the Sean McVay offense, and he is yet to be outcoached at all in this postseason. Through the opening 2 games. Didn't really expect him to be, although last week was kind of a toss-up, but he most definitely won that coaching battle. Still under 40 years of age, Sean McVay, unlike any other. Stafford being blitzed again, and he's taken down by the quarterback. That is Devin Witherspoon. As he makes the offside blitz on Stafford, and he was unable to be blocked in time by Kyron Williams. One heck of an effort sack there as we tick toward the end of the opening quarter already. Think about how long yesterday's first quarter lasted versus tonight. 2 polar opposite ball games going on right now. As Ethan Evans will step onto the field for his opening punt. His first act of the NFC Championship game is a good one. Shaheed, though, on the return, the dangerous one, is neutralized at the 37. Darnold will take over with his best starting field possession of the NFC Championship game. Looking at our live poll early on here, just 6 votes in, but 2/3 of you are riding with the Rams. I like it. This game will say a lot more about Mike McDonald, I think, than it will the Seahawks team in general if they can't get it done. Hoping that won't even have to be a possible outcome, though, as Darnold will sling it right side complete to Cooper Kupp. The former Ram won the Super Bowl MVP when he was with the LA Rams back in '56. Feels like a decade ago at this point that the Bengals and Rams met. One of the crazier, more bizarre Super Bowls in this era is that is Walker, decked down underneath for virtually no gain, which will take us to the end of one at Lumen Field. Defensive affair early. Did we expect it? Maybe not. Nonetheless, it is the end of one with a Rams lead, 3-0. Winner to Super Bowl 60 to take on the New England Patriots next week. Potentially looking like a Matthew Stafford, Drake May matchup, which would be the MVP off. The 2-horse race comes down to Santa Clara, California. What is good, Scribble? What are we not going to hold me about? I don't know if I should be scared, excited, or indifferent. Second quarter underway. Darnold again has all day to pick out an open target, but nobody breaking free. Darnold coughs up the football, scooped up by a big fella, and it's 4th down anyway. How about that for all the chaos? What up, Kasim? Shorter says she want to go out for dinner for Valentine's. I'm going to need you to slide me some of that donation money. Me? I'm going to be completely honest to you. Brother, you could have saved that donation money. You've donated me like a lot, I feel like. Hang on now. Almost like, yeah, over 40 bucks, man. Michael Dixon on for his second punt. Seattle's offense not clicking early on. This is a great boot, perhaps too good, as it bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goes down as a 61-yard punt. Really traveled over 85 yards. What a kick. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I mean, if you need an Uber, man, you let me know. I got that. Roll out the red carpet for you. 5-star only around here. Rams taking over, 9:20 left to play in the opening half. Here we go again. Both of these two teams still eyeing the opening touchdown as Stafford steps and fires a no-look pass, completes to Williams. Another highlight reel type of play right there. Did it last week, too, if you were with us for the Rams-Bears simulation in which Chicago won. The only game that Madden did not predict correctly last week. Rams maybe feeling a little bit spiteful of EA Sports. A lot of noise starting to funnel in here as Stafford will check it down. Complete first down is picked up to Tyler Higbee. Tight end there comes off of his block and frees up for the easy first down. You used to change my diapers. You're sounding like my auntie, bro. Not gonna lie to you. That did not happen. Two tight ends set on 1st and 10. Stafford again keeps it by himself and dumps it down to Nakua. Just no look pass after no look pass right now for, in my opinion, the more deserving of the nickname, Matty Ice. What up, SM? If there are any Seahawks fans, or Falcon fans, sorry, that want to convince me otherwise, let me know. But until further notice, that's my Matty Ice. Devontae Adams in press coverage up top. Just one catch for him today. He won't see the football, but Kyron Williams will into enemy territory. His best work of the afternoon heading into the evening. 12-yard pickup. And a Ram first down. Sticks moved again. Rams on the march. Matthew Stafford getting into a groove here in the second quarter. Handoff to Williams. He'll pick up 3. Nice and even 4 yards a carry. Wonder how much time Blake Corum will get in this game. Running back out of Michigan, I feel like plays a pretty pivotal role, usually more in the red zone or as a blocking running back. But I think if given the chance, he could shine. Just has to fight the right situation here. As Stafford is dumped down again, untouched up the middle is Murphy. And it's a loss of 7. Back to the 49-yard line. 3rd and a mile. This game is far less entertaining than the other night. That is a real comment that I had to reply to. Shout out Scribble, man. Shout out Scribble. Rams backed up to around the 50. Stafford pointing out defenders. See if Seattle dials up a blitz. They will drop back in coverage. Stafford down the middle, caught by Nakua, and he extends the drive a bit further. 3rd and forever. And never say forever when Matthew Stafford's your quarterback. Gain of 16. Puka Nakua not getting enough attention. He's only the leading receiver in the NFL this season. Only other person rivaling him playing on the other side of the football. And Jackson Smith and Jigba. Handoff to Williams again. Got a block, and there goes Williams inside the 10. 26-yard pickup. It's 1st and goal, LA. And an already long drive only getting more exhausting for the Seahawks defense. General Matthew Stafford leading one heck of a drive here in the second. Can he cap it off with a touchdown pass? Ball at the 7. Play clock down inside of 8. Stafford Fires back in the end zone. Touchdown catch is made, but no. Smith couldn't get the foot down, and it's incomplete. Oh, no. It's his second miscue inside the red zone. That could have led to a touchdown. And if that were Tutu Atwell, it could be a whole lot different. Rams should have had it there. Smith with another miscue. Adams in motion. Smith in motion. Looking like Seattle's in man, so the handoff goes to Williams, and he'll pick up one. Also looked good to me. I thought it might be review there for a minute. Kind of disappointed that it wasn't. However, I'm not disappointed that it is third down, and the 12th man comes to life again. Seattle trying to make their second stand inside their own half. Third and goal from the 6-yard line. Stafford fires to the end zone. It's hauled in. No, it's dropped at the last moment by Nakua. Or Devontae Adams, that is. I don't like that Puka Nakua has the long hair in this Madden still. Wish they redid that, but oh well. Only throws me off. And the Rams again will settle for a field goal. Harrison Mevis is on from 23 out, and it's good. What should have easily been 10-0 turns into 6-0 with a couple of mental errors. A little bit disappointing. Not the greatest thing in the world. And so, the Seahawks will take back over. Needing their first score of the game. The fact they haven't scored the football yet, with an offense that put up 41 points last week, is beyond me. Will they change the script here? As the return from Shaheed across the 25-yard line. And out comes Sam Darnold for drive number 3. Hawks do get the ball to begin half number 2. See if they can double dip here. With 4:25 to go, this is a really quick first half. Again, yesterday's stream lasting almost an hour and 20. This one headed for maybe an hour if we're lucky. 2 receivers left and right to kick off a huge drive for Sam Darnold. He'll go down the middle and almost put his tight end right back on the sideline. Big hit there to A.J. Barner. And Darnold just does not look comfortable. Maybe the lights are too bright for the only quarterback, by the way, taken in the 2018 early top 10, I believe. Maybe Allen was, to make the NFC title game at least. Making history from the draft class perspective. Darnold again hit as he throws. That time it is caught by Barner. And he is not sandwiched until he turns around at the 36, 8-yard pickup. Much more manageable position here for Seattle. Taking a look at the live poll once again. 12 votes are in now. The script is flipped towards Seattle's position. Trying to keep this drive alive is Darnold. Walker in motion. Quick fire is dropped by Smith and Chigba on his opening target. That is great defense. I believe that was Quentin Lake, who made a heck of a play there. And I would be incorrect. Michael Dixon is on again to punt it away as he'll step and boot this one. Great kick again, fair caught at the 18. One of the best punters in the NFL. Kyron Williams turned it up a notch on that possession. Set up the eventual field goal with a nearly 30-yard rush. Who is number 1 for the Rams, and why don't I know? This is just me not having ball knowledge right now, I can't lie to you. And I'm embarrassed about it. Quentin Lake's 37. Who is number 1? I don't know. Rams take over. 3:40 left to go. Does Stafford have a touchdown drive in him? Running away from Leonard Williams and delivering. Puka Nakua. Just a defensive game. I can enjoy that from time to time. We really haven't had any defensive games in this postseason. This is postseason number 4. Next year's year 5. Crazy, but true. Can't wait for it. Time winding towards the 3-minute mark of the second. Handoff goes to Williams, and he's going nowhere. Well played by Seattle. Rams number 1. This is embarrassing for me. I don't want to know who number 11 is. I want to know who number 1 is. No, it's not Matthew Stafford. Emmanuel Forbes. There we go. Wow. No gain there for Williams. They'll try him again on second down, doing a little bit better. Still worse for wear, a pickup of a pair. At least it's not coming in the Super Bowl, hopefully. I'm actually considering leaving 10-minute quarters for the Super Bowl, but this game might have changed my mind. I might go back to 15. We'll see. Still undetermined. Rams don't have to snap it here before the 2-minute warning, but they could choose to do so if they would like. Play clock winding down again. Matthew Stafford will take it to the 2-minute warning. It's a good thing because his tight end ran over for a beverage anyway. 2-minute warning here from Lumen Field. Still a one-score, low-scoring affair. Can the Rams change that threat here on 3rd and 8? Stafford going deep, but it's caught by Davante Adams across the 50. And a huge conversion for number 17. Rams now controlling the football at the time of possession, heading towards the break. And that's all you can really ask of your football team against Seattle. Number 1 way to nullify their offense is hanging on to that football as long as possible. As the screen set up to Williams here, not much going on 1st down, 2-yard pickup at the most. Better announce the quarter length. It's time for Vegas to adjust the odds. True. Might have to give you guys the inside scoop before. That way you can bet the over or under accordingly. See what happens. Press coverage up top on Davante Adams. Stafford going down low. Caught by Nakua in double coverage. Simply doesn't matter. What up, Juice? Final minute of half number 1. Stafford leading the troops yet again. Still all 3 timeouts for Sean McVay, as the first of his 3 will be burned there. As they come out of the huddle. 46 seconds to go before the end of half number 1. A winner to Super Bowl 60 to take on Drake May and the New England Patriots. What up, King Chavez? Just above 20 minutes to decide a winner. Stafford will change it up. Sean McVay didn't like what they came out in last time. Single back for the Rams on 1st and 10. Stafford underneath, caught by Nakua, bouncing off a tackle, and he'll take 8 yards on 1st and 10. And take the game clock down inside of 35, and likely far more than it should be. They are going to take all that time away here. Sean McVay wants to hang on to those 2 timeouts as long as possible. Here is Stafford with 20 seconds left, going up top. Wide open Xavier Smith, out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 1st down, clock stopped, no timeout used. Wonderful execution there from this Ram offense. Other than coming up empty-handed on that last possession, I don't think the Rams can be too mad about how their offense is played. Couple of issues here or there, all things considered, though. On the road in Seattle, in the NFC title game, cannot be too upset about that. Nakua in motion up top. Stafford steps up away from pressure, going end zone, and he overshoots his tight end, Colby Parkinson. And it's incomplete. Crazy if we get a game with no touchdowns. That would be bingo. That would be nuts. We have not had a sim like that in a long time. Ravens Colts, maybe? 2023? Stafford overshoots a sure touchdown there from Parkinson. Same play call here on 2nd and 10. Stafford lofting one toward the end zone, nearly picked off. Devin Witherspoon had a hand on it. And with 8 seconds left, the Rams last time out essentially becoming useless here. Field of play well within the reach of this offense, though. We'll see what decision Matthew Stafford makes, though. 3rd and 10 likely. Last attempt at the end zone before a field goal attempt here. Nakua in motion again. Stafford steps up underneath, and he will give Mevis extra room as Puka Nakua with a 10-catch, 102-yard half. What in the Randy Moss stat line? And all of that, and they don't even have a touchdown, let alone 10 points. And somehow, Seattle doesn't have a lead. This game is once in a lifetime. Mevis will trot onto the field here. 3rd field goal attempt for Harrison Mevis, 33-yarder. Before the break, it's up, and it's perfect. Halftime is reached here at Lumen Field, a low-scoring defensive affair as the Rams are 20 minutes away from a rematch of Super Bowl 53 with the New England Patriots. It's the Rams 9, the Seahawks nothing at halftime. Cheer for no touchdowns, just for the history. I love it. If we get to the 4th quarter, by the way, with no touchdowns, I'll change the poll. I'll end this one and bring up a new one. Will there be any touchdowns scored? Will be our new poll if we get to that point. 20 votes are in, by the way. You guys are all over Seattle, despite them trailing by 2 scores at the break. They do get the ball here with Rashid Shaheed, the dangerous one, on the return up to the 24-yard line, dealt with nicely by this Rams special teams. Sam Darnold with one of his worst halves of football. I say one of because he has had worse. That being said, he didn't turn the ball over. Just didn't move it downfield. Not sure Seattle even saw the other side of the 40-yard line. I know they got across midfield once. Wasn't pretty, though. What kind of adjustments did Mike McDonald make at halftime? We'll see on full display as it's Walker up the middle. And he'll pick up 3. Going to try to lessen his wear and tear. As we mentioned earlier, he's the only healthy running back on this roster. And so, Rams defense wins yet another down. How long can they keep this together against the high-flying offense of Seattle? Bunch formation right, quick fire to a wide-open Kenneth Walker, unaccounted for across the 50, and is that the spark Seattle needed? Back in to the Ram half of the field, and it simply looks like Emmanuel Forbes forgot his assignment. Rough-looking patch there. Rare, mind-boggling play from the Ram defense. It'll cost them a long first down. Swing pass caught by Shaheed. Almost got away from Nate Landman. And it would have been a scary sight to see if you're a Rams fan with Rashid Shaheed out in the open field. 4-yard pickup on the quick fire from Darnold. Try to let him play the system. In a new day and age of quarterback where you don't have to be the best, you just have to play the position to a T. Systematically set up by McDonald. Play action. Darnold, though, will go deep and try to beat the stereotype. Caught by Smith and Jigba. 26-yard completion, and that is the first catch of the day for the Buckeye. Took nearly 3 whole quarters, but it happened. JSM pulls away from double coverage. And Seattle inside the red zone for the first time this evening. Checked out, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll dive forward, inches short of the line to gain. Open playbook here on 2nd and inches. Ravens are expected to hire Jesse Minter. Ooh, interesting sign. Well, it's not too bad. Not bad for them at all. 3 tight ends set on 2nd and inches. Saubert in motion. Handoff goes to Walker up the middle, makes it 1st and goal. I'm a little uncomfortable with how high national media is on the Bears for next year. I'm not used to these type of expectations, and I fear a letdown. Yeah, as a Browns fan, I could say we had high expectations one year. That was 2019, and we absolutely pissed the bed. So I feel that same emotion. Goal to go for Darnold. Dropping back, and he's dropped down. Sacked on the play by Jared Verse. Loss of 5, and momentum shifting back towards the L.A. Rams. Try to keep all the touchdowns off the board with a 5-yard sack. What is good? Skull Vikings fan Brian Flores got contacted extension from the Vikings today. Did he actually? Will he extend with them, though? Will A.J. Brown get traded to the Raiders and we get Max Crosby? That's an asking for it thing, but maybe. We'll see. Smith and Jigba giving some cushion up top. As Darnold is going to fire to the end zone. Touchdown, Rashid Shaheed, the first TD of the game. And there's your first touchdown scorer again for the second week in a row. Gets Seattle on the board first. Rashid Shaheed with nobody near him. So much for a no-touchdown game. What a response from Seattle out of the break. They needed that touchdown. I highly doubt A.J. Brown would be willing to go to the Raiders, to be honest with you. We'll see if he has a choice, though. I'd sadly give up DJ Moore in a lock for Max. Yeah, or pick. Yeah, I know what you meant. Myers on for the point after. High snap, but it's almost blocked, but it's up and good. And we are back down to a 2-point game as Seattle closes the gap on a 10-yard Rashid Shaheed receiving touchdown. Hawks fans are back in it. Seattle team back in it. Their defense has been in it the entire time. Will they keep that trend going into the opening possession of the Rams here in the third quarter? No touchdown bet out the window. We got 18 people in here, and we have now got 23 votes in the live poll. Do not forget to vote for who you think is going to win, and also drop a like down below. You guys did a great job in the last stream. Help me out post-stream, as that VOD now over 1,300 views. Much appreciated as the Rams get out on this return to the 25-yard line. Big hit there as Puka Nacua with a 10 for 102 half. Unbelievable. Stat padded, though, low-key on that last catch. Stafford could have taken a shot to the end zone, but put an extra catch in a couple yards in the back pocket of Puka Nacua. I don't mind it, though. Why not make history here in the NFC title game? On pace for it. Heading into the second half. Rams hanging on to a 2-point lead now as the handoff goes weak side to Williams. It'll meet the outstretched arms of the Seahawks defense. Uchenna Nwosu underneath. What is good? Noah Herron. Sam Darnold could make the Super Bowl before Josh Allen. Let that sink in. Sam Darnold would be the first quarterback to make the Super Bowl out of the 2018 draft class. That was the history that could be made here. One win away from achieving something incredible. Parkinson in the pre-snap motion. Stafford goes down low, caught by Williams. Couldn't fight off the Nwosu tackle. Or pardon me, Ernest Jones again. And it's a 1-yard pickup. Yeah, our live streams this year, as a matter of fact, of all the live streams to ever hit 1,000 views, half of them alone come from this past postseason and regular season, which is unbelievable. Four receivers set on 3rd and 7. Screen pass set up to Williams. Can he get there? No, he can't. So Marcus Lawrence, the former Cowboy, forces the 3-and-out. Seattle feeling great in the third. But yeah, around the AFC, NFC title games, I always have great success in the streaming and the highlights. Hopefully that continues this year. As Ethan Evans will boot this one away. High arcing kick. And it's fair caught by Rashid Shaheed at the 25-yard line. 4:50 to go. Sam Darnold back in possession, trying to give Seattle their first lead of the NFC title game here at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Really wish I had a cutaway like mini commercial. And I put this game in like the top right corner. That'd be sick. Midway point of the third. Shaheed in motion behind the play. Stands still and now going to try to outrun defenders. Cannot. That is Quentin Lake on the tackle after a 2-yard pickup. I cannot wait. I got my PC came today, got that pretty much all set up. My camera is here. My microphone is here. I even have some extra lighting that I have all set up. I am excited, man. Really can't wait. NFL draft stream. That'll be coming as the screen pass set up incomplete. That one was a disaster from the get-go. I'm going to try to get some overlaying things on the stream if possible, but I really want to stream the NFL draft night 1 for you guys. I think that would be a great time. Actually, I take that back. I'm working the draft in Pittsburgh. Just remember that. 3rd and 8. 5-man rush coming. Picked up for now. Darnold goes to the sideline, and it's JSN on time with the toe tap. 13-yard pickup. 1st down, Seahawks. Who's going to the Super Bowl? You're picking Seahawks and Sam Darnold and the Patriots. I like it. I would agree. My pick as well. Skull Vikings fan. Tight formation on 1st and 10. Left side pitch goes to the Michigan State Spartan as he's taken down at the line. What a hit. Wow. That was Emmanuel Forbes Jr. again. Whew. That was a big hit from the corner. Keeps our clock ticking away. Rams trying to keep Seattle on their own half. Darnold, though, has different ideas. Checks it down complete. And a minimal gain that time. 3 yards picked up. Cooper Kupp. Just his 2nd catch. He has not played as significant of a role as he really would like to on the Seahawks team. JSN has really taken the driver's keys and sped off with it after the departure of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Wide receiver 3 has become a preliminary wide receiver 1 here in Seattle. Darnold steps right and fires on the run. Caught and out in space. It's enough for a 1st down. It is the fullback with the catch and run. I'm excited as a Browns fan, man. We got 2 top 25 picks. Come on now. Something to be excited about. Hoping we take that wide receiver out of Arizona State. That'd be nice. Hawks getting closer to their first lead of the NFC title game as Walker up the middle picks up just about 10 to the 34. That halftime talk must have meant something to Sam Darnold. It meant something to him, man. Shaheed, the lone receiver, near sideline. Handoff goes to Walker. Out in open space. Kenneth Walker inside the 15-yard line. 19-yard pickup, his 2nd longest rush of the contest. What about Carnell Tate? I'd be okay with him too. I just think he is more of a later pick, probably like in the teens. We'll see. Wouldn't mind him though. Red zone football here for the Hawks again. Handoff goes up the middle, and it's a 2-yard pickup. Want the Bears to take 1 O-line and the rest defense? I get that. That's cool. I could see that happening. I mean, to be fair, your O-line was really more injured than poor last year, I think. That was just my outsider perspective. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Left side handoff to Walker. Full steam ahead up the middle again. Running like there's no tomorrow. Kenneth Walker picks up 7. Time still ticking away. We are on pace for an hour. That is nuts for a 10-minute quarter game. Crazy to think about, but it could become a reality. Critical play here on 3rd and short at the tail end of the 3rd quarter. Handoff goes to Walker, and he's upended for a loss of 1. Emmanuel Forbes Jr. takes him down behind the line, and it's still marked at the 6. It'll be 4th and 1. A huge decision to make to kick off the 4th quarter from Mike McDonald. Right now showing the offense, will they keep that same mentality going the other way? 88 yards. 10 minutes away from the NFC Championship being decided. It's the Rams 9, the Seahawks 7. Who will win and advance to Super Bowl 60 at Levi Stadium? I might kick here if I'm Seattle. I feel like you got to take your guaranteed lead based on the way your defense has been playing. And that is the decision they make. Mike McDonald opting to take his lead. 23-yarder from Jason Myers is up, and it is good. Seattle taking their first lead of the game by a point to kick off the 4th quarter. I'm a fan. I love it. I like it. If we could have young players on both sides of the ball, then we stay out of cap trouble. Good point. That is a good point. It's kind of the issue that a lot of these teams that have been legit for a handful of years are running into right now. Most specifically, I'm mentioning the Bills. They're going to have a lot of cap issues coming up, and with the departure of their head coach, I wouldn't feel too good about them. Same with Pittsburgh, although most of their players are just retiring. And at the tail end of their career, as they return taken here by Jordan Whittington, out to the 29-yard line. Matthew Stafford back in possession. Added to his Hall of Fame resume last week with another 2-minute drill or overtime game-winning drive. To my knowledge, he leads the NFL in that stat, and he added to it in the NFC divisional round on the road in Chicago. Here we go. Rams trailing. For the first time today, Stafford had to get rid of it quickly, and he did so as Nakua spins free, and he's inches short. Dumped out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Good effort play there for Puka Nakua. Might be one of the favorites for the Super Bowl MVP at this rate. Rams now from the 39 will hand off to Williams. Got a block downfield from Nakua as Williams across the 45-yard line. Kyron Williams in crunch time. Underrated piece of this Rams offense. He was incredible last year on fantasy football. Lots of red zone touchdowns for him. Most of those have shifted, though, to Devontae Adams this season. On the 1-yard goal line fades. Handoff again to Williams. Sheds a tackle. Kyron Williams out in open space. And he is going to be chased down. But not before he breaks the plane for a 44-yard Ram touchdown. And there it is. The Los Angeles running department out in full sprint. Kyron Williams takes to the distance. And we now have 2 touchdowns in this football game. Bingo. How about it? Rams will, in all likelihood, go for 2, which they will. Try to make this a 7-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Another big play here on the 2-point attempt. Handoff to Williams, and he's pushed in for the 2-point try. Rams ahead by 7. With 8:57 to go in the fourth quarter, 3-play, 71-yard drive orchestrated by that man right there. Kyron Williams gets himself the octopus at Illumin Field. It's our second octopus in like 2 streams or 3 streams, I believe. Yeah, love to see. I feel like that hits way more often in Madden than it does in reality. But Kyron Williams doing Kyron Williams things right there. Octo Williams, there you go. There you have it. Live poll update, which will be ending after this drive. Seahawks at 21, Rams at 7. Will the minority come away victorious here today? It is looking likely. What does Sam Darnold have to say about that, though? As Rashid Shaheed will return again. Breaks the first tackle, dumped down at the 29. Again, the Rams special teams playing it as smart and as safe as possible. Sam Darnold, one of the most important drives of his young career, out ahead of him. Is his career still young? I guess not at this point. He's in year, what, 7 or 8? It'd be 8, wouldn't it? Wow. Darnold under center to kick off a crucial drive, and they're going backward. Byron Young on the TFL. 3-yard loss on the play. Trying to work with a couple of tricks in the backfield. Won't work out too well for him. Rams read the book. I have played this Seattle team twice before. They know every trick up their sleeve. It'll come down to offensive athleticism, especially from wide receiver 1. 5-man rush dealt with nicely. Darnold going deep, and he connects again with Rashid Shaheed out in open space, and the speedster across the Ram 35. The offense runs through Rashid Shaheed. I think Rashid Shaheed's going to be like a wide receiver 2, a true wide receiver 2 here very soon. At the rate of speed he travels. Bootleg for Darnold. Steps and fires on the run. Toe tapping catch is made. Smith and Jigba. And if you blink twice, you missed it. 2 plays later, it's goal to go for the Seahawks. This game is slowly becoming a shootout in the fourth quarter. JSN in his element in the witching hour. Outside handoff goes to Kenneth Walker. Breaks the first tackle, and he gets halfway to the end zone on first and goal. Shaheed may have been the best free agent pickup this past offseason. I wholeheartedly agree. That is probably the truer statement. Of all the free agents out there, I really don't know who all was available, but it's certainly a possibility. Second and goal now. It is Darnold. Walker again motions back out into the backfield. Pass down the middle, caught by Njigba. Touchdown Seahawks. JSN does it again. And we're an extra point away from a tie ball game at Lumen Field. No contest on the catch. How about the drama building in Seattle? Have not had a tie game the entirety of this one. That might just change here. Glad he's out of my division. There you go. He was so much fun to watch on the Saints, too. Crucial extra point here from Jason Myers. It is up, and it is good. 6:53 to go, all tied up in Seattle. Sam Darnold leads a beautiful drive down the field, connecting with Rashid Shaheed and Jackson Smith in Jigba. Carrying most of the load on that possession to get the job done. 21 people in here. I appreciate you guys showing up for the NFC title game, our second to last postseason stream of the year. Got the Super Bowl coming up next week, still TBD. Looking for maybe a Tuesday stream on that one. That is just kind of out there in the air right now. We'll let you know for sure in the Discord and the community tab on my channel. Rams will return from inside the 10. Out to the 30-yard line, Ronnie Rivers. A-Rod coming back in here like he hasn't already made the initial first comment, I think. True. Rams have a big drive ahead, but nobody better than Matthew Stafford in these situations. Just has to go, give or take, 40 yards to get into comfortable field goal range here, but he would love a touchdown to put more pressure on Darnold. As the momentum has shifted again. Here goes Stafford off the play action, completes to Tyler Higbee. 5-yard pickup on the play. Higbee, of course, will forever have a special place in my heart. The very first touchdown on the MSG Productions channel. What a lovely tale that was. A-Rod praying on the downfall of Matthew Stafford. Neither offense has had a turnover yet today. Could the Seahawk defense be new? Stafford, double play action. Going deep, and it's caught by Nakua. Being chased by 3 Seahawks into Mevis range. Down at the 40-yard line, Puka Nakua adding to a historic NFC title game performance. He was chased by nearly everyone wearing the dark blue of Seattle. 12th man trying to give their defense a boost. Stafford again looking to throw, firing deep down the field, and he sticks it in there to Xavier Smith. Gain of 26 on the play, 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Rams threatening yet again. This Puka guy might be good. Maybe. Who is this guy, though? Anybody ever heard of him? Where'd he come from in the drafts? Midway point of the 4th. Stafford riding the hot hand, dancing as he fires it incompletion. Hammered down that time by big DeMarcus Lawrence. Stops the clock and halts the Rams' momentum, which they had all of there in that 4th quarter. After the touchdown drive, I should reiterate. Seahawks have been sagging in coverage, and they have paid the price on this drive. Won't switch it up, though. That's a catch for Devontae Adams underneath. He'll pick up 4 midway through the 4th quarter. And here comes 3rd and 6. Another potential game-deciding play when we look back at it. How much will this mean? Rams got to have the 4-yard line here to keep the drive going, or could always find the end zone. That's where Stafford's looking on 3rd and 6, and it's hauled in by Davante Adams. That's a Rams go-ahead touchdown. Mr. Clutch does it again. Veteran quarterback to veteran wide receiver. What a route from Davante Adams, leaving his man in the dust. This game is actually becoming very good. You're not joking. As the Rams take a 6-point lead, try to push it to 7 here, with the point after coming from Harrison Mevis. Clean snap, clean hold, it's up, and it is good. Rams ahead by 7 again as they take the lead right back from Seattle. Offense is going blow for blow now. What was the score at halftime? 9-0. We have now had 32 second half points. 4 touchdowns, a field goal, and a 2-point conversion. Why not? Wish the defenses in the first half caused a couple takeaways, but not too bad. The thicker kicker feeling himself. Playing pretty well here in the 2026 postseason. As Mevis will boot it away. 4.5 to go. Pressure applied to Seattle's offense again, especially with the poor return there from Rashid Shaheed. Ball to the 22. Sam Darnold having himself a pretty good outing. Over 75% completion percentage. 229 and 2 touchdowns, taking a couple of drive-ending sacks, though. He will look to avoid that here on what could be the last Seahawk drive of regulation. Based on the clock, Seattle got to go 78 yards in 4.5 minutes. Handoff goes to Walker, and he'll make it 2nd and 9 with a 1-yard rush to the right side. Not much going there. All right, time to end the live poll. I told you guys I was going to do that beforehand. I failed to actually live up to my promise, but Seattle wins it with 31 votes, 74% to 26%. Will they come back to grant the majority their wish? Rams dropping out of a blitz again. Darnold goes downfield, and it's dropped by Cooper Kupp. Playing the inside agent role, Seattle fans are going to claim, as that would have been a long first down reception. Good pursuit, though, from behind him. Not a great ball from Darnold as well. It is 3rd and 9. Rams defense will try to bring pressure here. On 3rd and 9, here's Darnold. Backpedaling, now fires across the middle. What a catch from Barner. As he points towards the direction the chains will be moving. Got to take a second look at that one. That is a great effort on the diving catch on a mildly inaccurate ball there from Darnold. It is a critical first down for Seattle. Down to 3.5. 64 yards away now from the game-tying score. Darnold goes inside, caught by Smith and Jigba. Room to roam across the Ram 45-yard line. And another Seattle Seahawk first down. They are going to leave too much time for Matthew Stafford to have a very, very bad feeling. If you're a Seahawk fan, that is. Under 3 to play now in regulation. Darnold again down the middle this time. It's incomplete. Popped up for a second dangerously. Nathan Landman again does a wonderful job there. One of the top tacklers in all of football. Does magnificently. Seattle's kind of in a hard place, though, because they have to score. That's their issue. Want to guarantee the points before you think about the time here. Got to find the end zone. In all likelihood, 4-down territory from this point of the football field. Swing pass goes outside to Walker. Can't make the man miss. He'll lose a yard. Not a bad thought there from the Seahawk offense, but it doesn't work out. And now it is 3rd and forever. Guess they could kick a field goal here. I probably wouldn't. Depending on the down and distance, of course, that is a possibility. Sam Darnold, in all likelihood, has 2 plays to pick up 11 yards. Steps up, and he might have to pick up more. That one falls incomplete. Nearly sacked by Byron Young. Clock does stop, though. So that'll probably help their decision in going for it here, I would imagine. Which they will do. Plays like this make heroes in the NFC Championship game. 4th and 11. Darnold heaving this one downfield to the end zone. Double coverage off the hands of Walker, and it's incomplete. He had a shot at it. Cameron Kinches didn't get his head around. Nathan Landman didn't get his head around. And it was almost a replication of the heroic Cole Kmet touchdown in the 4th quarter last week. Man. Play does end, though, before the 2-minute warning, so an extra timeout for Seattle. But not a good couple of play calls there whatsoever. Los Angeles now a couple of first downs away from a Super Bowl berth. Handoff goes to Williams, and what a way to get the drive started into enemy territory. Timeout Seahawks. Shout out Cole Kmet, man. What a carry. Next stoppage should be the 2-minute warning. Seattle would get the ball back right now with none of their timeouts, I should reiterate, at about 1:45 to go. Also concerned now, not trying to let the Rams get into field goal range to potentially put this game to bed. Stafford down the middle dangerously, but it's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And that is his first target and reception here of the ball game. 2-minute warning, and we immediately resume from the 34. First down just about wins it here for the Rams as Williams is going to stutter step his way to the first down line. Ernest Jones going down with injury. Seattle will take their final timeout, or their second to last timeout, 1 remaining for them on the defensive side. But the Rams in a comfortable field goal range, and you're feeling worse for wear if you're a fan of the Seahawks. Not looking too good. Game is not mathematically over just yet. Seahawks could get the ball back. Would also need some help with a missed field goal. Handoff goes again up the middle to Kyron Williams, and he will lose 2. Final timeout taken by Mike McDonald with $1:52 to go. That was a pretty good game. Not as good as yesterday. I didn't expect it to be. The AFC Championship should absolutely shine brighter than this one. And the highlights and after it gets posted for sure. No doubt about it. But Obey Caruso say a nice job to the Rams as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. Seattle out of timeouts as the jet sweep to Nakua will lose a pair. Boye Mafe. And he's going to knock the Rams a little bit closer to an uncomfortable range here for Harrison Mevis. One less Mike into postseason, true. But one more Sean. 3rd and 14. Matthew Stafford. Play clock winding down inside of 5. Nakua in motion. As Stafford won't get the snap away, it's a delay of game. And even more so, the Rams are in their own trouble. Oh, absolute Madden brain fart. They want to make this game entertaining. I am here for it. I guess, man. Why not? First penalty of the game will knock him back to the 39-yard line. As Stafford goes quickly inside, it's incomplete, and the clock is stopped. What in the world? And Seattle has life. They absolutely have life. This game is so scripted, man. Wow. Rams do not feel comfortable kicking the field goal. Ethan Evans will punt it away, shanked out of bounds at the 17, and Sam Darnold has a chance. my goodness. Overtime in the script, it might be. Could you imagine? Never should have come to this point at all. All they had to do was run the football, and they wouldn't have had to worry about another 40 seconds. Oh, I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Somehow, some way, Seattle has life a minute 02. No timeouts. Darnold dancing. Steps right as he fires it in completion. Shaheed touchdown. I also could see that one absolutely happening as I'm beginning to lose my voice again here. 100% it's a possibility. And again, I'm absolutely here for it. Vegas made the call 100%. They said, hey, we're done when I say we're done. Darnold keeps the game alive there on the throwaway. Now goes down the middle. Pass is caught, but in bounds, and it's not even a first down. They just wanted to give Seattle their own Madden moment, I'm pretty sure. Because that'll take another 20 seconds off the clock, and it's really not looking good. Not at all. Seattle trying to hurry back to the line here, under 40 seconds to go. Darnold down the middle, caught by Smith and Chigba, and he's trying to get out of bounds, but nowhere near. And it's a first down, but at what cost? Let's see here. They'll probably get back to the line with about 12 seconds, maybe, if that. If that. Seattle try to hurry. Just try to get inside of Hail Mary range here for Darnold. Game clock. Inside of 5. Darnold heaving it downfield. Double coverage. Incomplete. Clock hits 0. And it's over. The Rams are heading to Super Bowl 60. Sean McVay has done it again. LA will rematch the Patriots in a rematch of Super Bowl 53 7 years ago. Madden overruled the Vegas call. They always have, they always will. Madden knows, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a little bit more entertaining, but the Rams get it done at the end of the day. The 5 seed wins their 3rd consecutive road game to get to San Francisco, or Santa Clara, but you get the idea. Levi's Stadium will see the Patriots and the Rams, according to Madden EA Sports Football. Don't forget, tomorrow night we got the highlights of the Broncos-Patriots game at around 5 p.m. Eastern Time. If you missed that game, you will not want to miss the highlights. That was a banger game, and highlights of this one will be out for you on Friday evening. I will see you guys for the Super Bowl in a little close to a week's time. Looking forward to having a large audience for that one. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in.